Hello and welcome to CPG. This is your orientation video. Uh, Welcome to the team. We're happy to have you on board. This is just a what you need to know for your first day. So today we'll just be speaking about a few safety concerns and a little bit more about who CPG is as a company. All right, let's begin. CPG works in flexo packaging. So what we do is we manufacture, create, and then send out products to our customers. The way our process works is we start by placing an order. So an order is placed with our customer service team, and then we make sure that we have the supplies ready for that order. So whether it's the plates that we need to have for the printing, whether it's the ink, or any kind of rolls that we need to have that are specially designed for this order. Then we go and schedule our order. So we take whatever factors need to be into account and put it into a schedule so it could get made. And then from there, production takes over. So we start by having the plates that we have, mounting it on to a roller, and then bring it out to printing so they can put some ink and actually create the pattern that needs to be created. Lamination then comes into play, and they basically take another material and puts an adhesive together so the two, both whatever was printed and the other material, could stick together. In the heating room, we make sure that that adhesive is able to cure and it sticks well together. By slitting, we cut the material, and by pouching and interlock, we typically create the bags. So interlock, typically you're only adding a zipper, while in pouching you're creating the sides and you're making sure to close everything up together. And finally, in printing, in shipping, we take over all the material and send it over to our customers. And all this is being ran by our executives. So Ben Kaufman is our CEO. Sam Weinberger is in charge of all that's listed over there, mounting, ink, press, and lamination. Moshe Weinberger is our plant superintendent, and he also takes care of interlock pouching, shipping, receiving, and purchasing. Mayor, he takes care of all of our maintenance repair issues. Evan is the head of our customer service, and he's also our office manager. Andrew, our quality control director, who's also our SQF practitioner. Benjamin, which is myself, is the head of human resources and training. And then Saul, who takes care of payroll. For our contact information, we have our phone number listed on bottom as 201-440-4240. My email is benjamin@compactgroup.com, and payroll's email is swalter@compactgroup.com. So who is CPG? CPG is compliance. So we are a SQF level 3 facility. So that means that we are in compliance with SQF codes, GMP codes, DOL, which is Department of Labor, and OSHA codes. We want to make sure that we're providing a healthy and safe workplace for our employees. CPG is also performance. We are an international production facility with plants throughout the United States, including New Jersey, Ohio, and Indiana. CPG cares about the growth of its employees, so we have a dedicated workforce where we're making sure that we have the ability to train and excel our employees. So most employees start with us as helpers, and then they continue to become operators, supervisors, and managers. CPG is also family. We have a community of employees working with us, many that we receive from the unemployment office as well as from diversity recruiters. So we're making sure that we have an inclusive and friendly workplace. Out of all the employers, CPG is a great one to work for. We have a great benefit plan with health, dental, and vision available to all employees. As I mentioned earlier, we offer growth opportunities. We also have a referral program if you want to refer an employee to us. We have a few license programs which are available, paid time off for when the plant is closed, and we also have an incentive program. A little bit more about our benefit package. This is our current medical plan, so this includes your costs as well as your options. A pamphlet of this is going to be emailed to you as well. On the side over here, you can see our property, which includes our 5 buildings. What's important to note over here is you should know where your exits are and all the other questions listed here. A copy of this photo is seen at every building that we have, so please make sure to check it out so you know exactly where you are as well as where to go in case of any kind of emergency. As I mentioned, we are GMP compliant, so for dress standards, we want to make sure that we're coming in with clean clothes. CPG is also providing uniforms to our employees, so when you do receive your uniform, please make sure to wearing it at all times. Material of clothing, we're not allowed to have anything that may fall off, so any kind of lettering that might come off or any kind of loose threads are not allowed to have on the floor. That includes any kind of tear jeans, anything like that. We also don't allow any sequences or hanging lines, or any tears or threads. Jewelry and accessories are also not permitted to wear in the plant, so if you have them, please make sure to leave them in the locker room. The 2 exceptions that we have are a wedding band or a medical bracelet. Those 2 you're allowed to have, but please make sure to go to QA beforehand. Pens and other accessories may not be stored above your waist, so just make sure to have them in your pants pockets. For hygiene, as I mentioned, SQF requires that all employees have hairnets on, regardless of whether they have hair or not. We also require a separate beard net if you have a beard. While you're on post, you shouldn't be touching your hairnet or moving it around. If you do, please make sure to wash your hands. Earplugs aren't required, but are provided. The only area where you're required to wear earplugs are in the pouching and interlock area because there is a high noise level. Every employee is required to wash their hands whenever they come into the plant or whenever they touch any kind of foreign object or material. Washing your hands must be for at least 20 seconds. Also, for hygiene reasons, please make sure that if you're not feeling well, to let your supervisor know and not to come into work. Whenever we are letting our supervisor know that we're sick, we have to give them 8 hours notice prior to the shift starting, so just make sure to do that. For personal hygiene, we also want to make sure that we're clean throughout our post and not to have any strong scents like perfume or cologne. CPG also has an app, which is typically where you're going to be seeing this presentation. For the app information, it was already emailed to you, but just in case you need a reminder, the region is North America. The company short name is CH50005. The employee username was sent to you, and the password when you first start is welcome@1. After the first time, you're going to reset your password, and it's going to have at least 8 characters, 1 capital, 1 lowercase, a number, as well as a special character. Clocking rules. We request that all employees clock in and out every day throughout their post. If someone forgot to clock in or forgot to clock out, please make sure to complete a clocking alteration request on the app. For disciplinary actions, CPG is a very strong believer in progressive disciplinary action. So what that means is it's not a one-strike policy. We typically start out with a verbal, then we move to a written, final, and then suspension or termination. Any violations of safety, security, or production rules, although are the exception, in which case, depending on the severity, might lead to a final or a termination right away. Please check your employee handbook for more information. For the incident report, what we want to make sure is that everyone knows what to do in case there's any kind of accident or in case there are any kind of altercations. If you see any kind of incident, you want to ask yourself 5 basic questions. Who, what, where, when, and why. The who is which parties are involved, the what is what happened, the where is where did it happen, the when is time and date that it happened, and the why is more of your subjective thoughts. How is also another question that we'd like to ask, and this has to do with the chain of events that happened. We also have our protocol to do in case that there is an incident. So let's say that there's someone that fell down while they were on post. So you're going to inspect the area around you first, ask the person if they need assistance, and then call a medical contact. Our medical contact is Jacob. You can ask your supervisor for his information. You're also going to let your supervisor know that something happened, and then finally create an incident report. The incident report is found on the My HR tab on your HCM To Go app. That's about it for this orientation video. Feel free to re-watch this as many times as you need. We appreciate you coming and joining our team. Welcome aboard. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to let me know. My email is benjamin@compactgroup.com, and you can also reach me by phone at 201-440-4240, extension 241. Thank you.